Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to just clear one of the weekly adventures from the Dark Star portal with Lux because I want to just try and get one or two more levels before trying to take on the Aurelion Sol adventure. Let's see. Allied buffs except barrier are permanent. Or Urumi Shield. Urumi Shield. This is a... No, it's not an elemental spell. Never mind. If that's the case, then allied buffs except barrier are permanent. Well, it makes for Demacia a permanent board-wide buff. And anything else? No, not really. I think this is the best option. It's rare, so it's epic, so it's got to be good. I'm kind of worried about this power, the Undying Rage one. Yeah, it's Undying Rage. Makes it so keeping board control is a bit harder than it normally is, but I'm sure it's manageable. What does this do? It does something. The units the foes units have Nexus Strike, plant one flash bomb trap in the top 8 cards of the opponent's deck. Okay. So we just have to take the damage here. We can't block. We can jump block that though. Wait, what? That didn't... It just died anyway, even though he still had that power. It's weird. Let's do like this. Try and force him to block. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And it didn't work out. Now we have an even bigger problem. See, that worked. Ah, it's because it was ephemeral. Okay, it makes sense. The Spiderling they summon is ephemeral, so it just goes away. This is going to hurt a lot. Let's just try and block the most damage possible. I think that's the most damage we can block at the moment. Turn 5 Lux, turn 6 we can go for Remembrance. It will summon 2 units even, so that's very good for me. Does attacking here accomplish anything? I don't think so. Maybe we can bait him into blocking with that one. Maybe. We'll see. It's not like the 1/1 Wolverwhelmers are a concern, so this is very good. We're actually going to get a lot of cards in hand here because my Lux doubles all spell cast when I have 6+ mana gems, so we essentially get double the rewards for a 6+ cost spell cast. do I want to do this? I can't block that. This. And then we have to let everything else go through. Also the fact that the first spell cast restores all my mana is very good as well. I think we can kill him here just by firing a bunch of final sparks at him and then finishing him off with the Golden Ages rally attacks. We can just go off with Lux. It's just such an easy character to play. They have the difficulty set at medium, but that's probably because you need to survive until your big swing turn, and that takes a bit of skill, I guess. Let's see. The perfect prefect is interesting. It grows sort of quickly for deck. We just have a single first speed spell, which is the Fluxus champion spell, but extra draw seems nice. So let's take the extra draw. Hopefully we get some champion that buffs. Grant my supported ally +1/+1. And action. None of these options look that good, so let's reroll. List and Black Spear deals 3 to the enemy nexus. Green is also a consideration. I'm going to grid and reroll again. Popinami Hexai. Tidal Wave with X-Tech Fabricator seems very good. The other things don't really matter, I guess. For all creatures with Shadow Totem pays for itself, so let's take that. A shop, spells chest, or a healer. Let's go for the shop. We're going to have at least 500 monies when we go to the shop, so we'll certainly have enough to buy something. I want to keep this entire hand, not really. Let's toss those 2-3 drops and try to get something else. It's not what I wanted. I didn't want to drop off Namis, but we'll have to make do. Let's not attack. We're going to need to block the attacks from him this round, so when you've played 5+ spells, if now let me in play. They changed this level up a while ago and I never bothered seeing how it had actually changed. It's a bit easier to accomplish than before, but now you can't level up Nami in deck. Like this maybe. This deals 1 to 2 randomly targeted enemies, yeah. I forgot that that worked. He just gets another challenger off. How do I want to do this? Do I want to tap wave? Do I want to succession? Succession accelerates me into being able to play Nami, play Lux next turn, and being able to play 6 cost spell. Winter's Breath is a board wide board clear with Flux in play. That's also interesting. You know what? Let's use Succession. That's a shame. Do I want to hold it now? I think so. I burn 2 mana, but I don't need to play anything else, I don't think. And here I can go for the Tidal Wave, which is double cast, leveling up Lux and giving me the Golden Ages and the Final Sparks, which should clear a bit of his board. That goes off. I take another 2, but it's fine. I should eventually find something that allows me to heal myself, but I think I can find such a card that easily. At least not with this deck currently. Let's try and clear that. Oh, I guess this contributes 2 spells for Nami's level up. That's interesting. That's an interesting bit of synergy that I hadn't considered. Okay, let's just pop. It just accepts the damage. Interesting. Do I want to go for Remembrance? You know what? Sure, let's go for Remembrance. Get some more spells and buff the Lux a bit more. And let's keep blasting him. Actually, I could have gone Tidal Wave, but it doesn't matter. By this point, we just kill him twice over on board. Let's finish him off like this. Just blast him in the face with the final sparks. There we go. No need to be sorry for being better than them. Now let's see. assembly line, I just looked at the options and immediately my eyes immediately flocked towards the assembly line. So let's take that and let's buy something in the shop. Lit Admiral Shelley is interesting, but don't really have a lot of board. We don't really create a big board enough to justify getting the board wide buffs. So let's take a small upgrade to the Mage Seeker Conservator. Trinket trade for free basically because it doesn't cost a card. Stabilize will definitely get a copy of. It can create some nasty turns. Actually, I think I'm skipping everything else and just trying to get another power in the next shop. Seems like it's the best course of action. Let's toss those two and keep the Lux, since our win condition is just to cast a bunch of spells with Lux on board. This power, the can't stop on stop, hasn't come up yet, but I can assure you it will eventually be relevant. Do I want to play a spell here? It's basically free. So you know what, I will play a spell here. Actually, I was dumb, I forgot that he would just revive whatever unit he had. It's fine. Let's go like this, and whatever he blocks. Actually, I think I would rather have the Lohan Duelist on board, so by doing this, it ensures that this dies. Wait. It's because I have a second Nami on board that he got buffed twice. Okay, it makes sense. I was kind of at a loss as to why this thing had gotten +2 attack instead of +1. Is there any way to protect our Nami here? No, I don't think so, so we'll just take it. Let's just accept this happening. And do I want to play another Nami? You know what? Sure, let's play another Nami. I waste 1 mana, but it's fine. Now I can go like this. I even get a Golden Ages. Next turn, I can go Lux into Epic Scrap Traption, leveling up Lux. No, I can't because I'm not at 6 mana yet. So let's just attack like this. try and force something out of him. I guess we forced the power to the Undying Rage power, so we can do this. Yeah, that seems correct. We don't want to risk the Lux dying. Revitalizing Roar is nice. It's alright. We can heal 4 at the very least. Does this summon 299s? That's my question. I hope so. We'll burn a few cards, but it's something we'll have to deal with. It's not that bad. We burn a few of the cards we get. Now we have to go this here, definitely. And attack with everything. Does attacking with everything always guarantee lethal? No, if he blocks one of them it's not lethal, which is great for me, because now I can go Revitalizing Roar here and heal myself for 8. And now I just need to blast him in the face once. Very easy. I guess that's right. I was trying to think of a way to prove Lux wrong, but I didn't have one. Now here, it's probably the Ranger's Resolve. It's cheap and it replaces itself, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Now here, when you summon a created ally, granted +2/+2, that's a shame, but I have to reroll that because it doesn't have any surging energy with our deck. Allies have +1/+0. That's just decent, so we'll take that. Plant a flash bomb trap on each card in the enemy deck. That sounds incredibly stupid. It is incredibly stupid. I'm taking it. In fact, I'm taking 2 copies of it. And here, you know what? I'm going to cut a card. I'm going to cut the... Home Protégé, maybe? Bright Steel Protector, actually. I just don't see it being useful in the future. Guided Meditation. So let's try to mulligan for a Lux and some 6-cost spell. Come on, Lux. We didn't get Lux, but we did get a 6-cost spell. And there it is. We can't actually play the 6-cost spell here, but we can play the Succession or the Tidal Wave, depending on what he plays. So let's go Mage Seeker Persuader, try and bait something from the enemy. And now we can go Tidal Wave on the correct amount of targets. We even deal a bunch of damage because we have 2 Luxes on board. This will also buff up the Luxes a lot with a bunch of items. That's huge. That's even bigger. Elusive. And Rally, I think we just one turn kill him. Yep, that's definitely enough to kill him. Let's toss a bunch of Final Sparks at him. As it turns out, starting with 10 mana and the combo in your hand is very good. I was kind of iffy on the champion duplication power, but it paid off here. Philosopher's Stone on Lux. Sounds interesting, so I'll take it. Just as a way to replace herself and get more copies of her in our deck. Okay, here. Oh, bless me. Spell Slinger actually has negative synergy with our deck. We want to pay full cost for our spells, so hold them off. It's the best option. Let's take on the Boros, try and get another power. Now, do we keep all of these? Let's toss the Sheriff and keep the rest. We just want to survive until we get Lux off. Let's play the Coral Creatures then. They pay for themselves. Jettison and Poroken. Do I want the Jettison to Poroken and the Jettison to get the blocker for them here? No, there's no point. Even skip the attack. It's great for me. Let's Mage Seeker, Persuader. Since next turn we'll play one of the assembly lines. Against this guy, you don't really need to force a lot of trades, because if he has a full board, he will just start to play units on top of his other units, which will obliterate them, which is great for you. Let's just assembly line here to get our mage seekers online and to get a few units on board to ensure we are in fact capable of blocking the enemy. Now I think I just play Lux and I go ahead and... oh, I burned one of them, but it's fine. Let's just go ahead and attack with both of these guys. It's just a way to get two of those out of the board. I need to toss one card, preferably one I don't need. I'm definitely willing to just use jettison. Those were cards you weren't going to see anyway, so it doesn't matter. Really? He's really afraid of attacking for some reason. I'm going to do what? Sheriff of Piltover into Tidal Wave? That sounds good. Actually, I forgot this would draw too, but it's fine. Let's Tidal Wave here. Level up Lux. We don't get the final spark though, which is not great. Let's also Succession, ramp up for next turn. Let's give barrier to this guy. And let's try and start attacking. Okay, it works like this, so let's also attack with this guy, and this guy. We'll also use barrier on this one. If he blocks in a way that clears the board, that's good for me. I don't want these many units on my board. I have better ones to summon and spawn. We burn a Nami, but that's okay. Let's get rid of the lifesteal. Now we can even attack a bunch of times with this. Like this. This even ensures that he doesn't get any healing from the lifesteal. And now I think we just win with 2 extra attacks. And let's give this guy a barrier since he's the only one without one. Yep, let's ensure that we don't overdraw anything. This was a very easy fight, at least more than what I expected. It just decided it didn't want to attack, so we just had a lot of time to set up. Now, fast deal or rush them down. Fast deal is alright with our deck. Extra draw is always nice. What's this guy? Eramis, Baron of Taste. And I'm some great thing had 3 copies of 6 cost spells from your deck. Interesting. I guess they didn't want to print this card in the regular game. Might be too good with Jace, maybe. Do I want to give Spell Shield to the Mage Seeker inside the order? Do I want... let's take the Vulnerable. It allows me to keep some sort of board control. And as for the Baron of Taste, you would create copies of Assembly Line and Remembrance in my hand when I play him. I think our hands are getting a little bit cluttered now, so let's skip on that. Let's go for the reward that gives us Stealth Energy. And let's see. This run is practically already won, so it doesn't really matter what I do. After playing Nazas a bunch of times in a row, I just realized how much easier it is to play literally any other champion. I just wanted to draw. I didn't care about reviving the unit. Here I can go for Nami. Let's pass. Block here, block here, block here. This time I was able to mute myself when I sneezed. Now, what do I do? I guess just Mage Seeker Insider, maybe. Succession ramps me up. Let's go Vanguard Sergeant into Succession. I don't think we need to attack here, so let's just hold on. And let's play the Lux. Oh, that's bad. That would have been a good card to get. Let's just block like this. Now we can go one of the remembrances. We will, however, burn the final spark. But that's not the point. The point is to get a bunch of spells off. And clear my hand a bit, so I can go Sheriff of Piltover like this. Yeah, that gets me a Final Spark in hand. Gets me a bunch of Final Sparks in hand actually. And it burns a bunch of cards as well. Damn. But now I can just start blasting him. And then we Final Spark that one. And then we Sheriff of Piltover again. Get a bunch of Final Sparks in hand. Overdraw a bunch of cards. He has 84 flash bombs in his deck, but he will never get the chance to draw any of them. A bunch of burn. I don't think giving up even crossed my mind once throughout this run. We've just been stomping all of the bosses. So now here we don't want the cheaper Remembrance, so I guess we'll take the Savage Shield on the Vanguard Sergeant. Double Trouble in our opening hand. You know what? Sure, let's take that. It's better than nothing. And let's cut a card. Let's cut the Ranger's Resolve. Yeah, it's the weakest card in our deck right now. When the foe drops below 20 health, there's two versions of that power. One when the foe drops below 15, and the other is when the foe drops below 20. It's sort of important to keep track of what version it is, because sometimes you aren't able to kill him in one turn, so you need to drop into the correct health threshold and then kill him afterwards when you have the chance. Kind of delay your damage a bit, basically. Let's go like this. He doesn't block, okay. In that case, I guess I'll just do nothing then. Not like I can do much. Let's go ahead and summon a Nami. We can even double Trouble to get more board presence. The annoying part about the Undying Rage is that I can't just kill the powder kegs at the round start like I normally do. I have to just accept that they will remove one of my units basically every round with the powder kegs. let's go ahead and go for Lux here. Actually, here we can go here, 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 like this. Yeah, let's attack like this. I don't want the powder kegs. I think the powder kegs are more valuable than whatever else. I can even go for an extra attack. I think it's worth it. That's the first time he has damaged my Nexus. We are winning so much. Let's put this like this. And then attack with that one as well. Basically ensure that he can't block anything. I miscalculated how much damage I would deal. Now he has a Dreadway in hand. No, it's not in hand, it's a summon. It's the version that summons. Tidal wave. This tidal wave here. Just clear everything, maybe. Hopefully I get at least a couple of copies of Final Spark in my hand. I didn't. Okay, so he's dealing 2 to something to this and summoning more powder kegs. I guess it's 4. Let's Golden Ages the bugs. Make sure she doesn't die. We can Demacian Tailstones into a detain as well. And here and here. Let's Demacian Tailstones into a detain. I forgot we would get 2 cards in hand. Choose an ally. It captures an enemy. Reduce the amount of damage I take. And now the game is just over. I didn't even attack properly with the Nami, but it doesn't matter. Just was a stomp unilaterally. How many levels do I get with this? 1, maybe? 1.5? It was 1 like I was expecting. And a bit. 1 and a bit. It's fine. Another copy of that. That's not that good. At least not for Lux. Lux really strong, so maybe I can just take her on a Aurelion Sol run as is. I don't think I even need the common relic slot. It would be nice to give her spell shield, but it might not matter. But I'll think about that before tomorrow. I still have a bit of time. Tomorrow I'll definitely be back at the same hour, so I'll see you then. Goodbye.